And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for this past week's episode of Marvel's What If Season 1, Episode 4. Now, I've been saying this a lot about these episodes because honestly, these episodes have been very, very excellent so far. And some spoilers are going to drop here, so if you haven't seen Episode 4 of What If, go back, watch it, come back here, and then we can discuss it. But yeah, this episode was amazing. I mean, so far this show has been very, very good. Now, if you don't know what if is, what if tells the story of the kind of like of the multiverse of the MCU in anime form, and they are officially canon. And this week's episode was very, very interesting. In this week's episode, we got to see a very different, sometimes broken Doctor Strange. We got to see Doctor Strange if something happens to him worse than him losing his hands, so he can't be a surgeon. Remember, in the movie Doctor Strange, played by Benjamin Cumberbatch, and yes, he does come back to do the voice as well. He gets into an accident, he loses his functions of his hands, and then he learns the mystic arts and he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme and pretty much helps save the universe. We're going to see him again in Spider-Man No Way Home, and also we're going to see him again in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So in this episode, we get a what if something different that happens to him, where instead of him getting injured in his car crash, his girlfriend Christine gets killed. Now, Christine is played by the same actress. I forgot the actress' name, but she's back. So, and she'll be back in Multiverse, I believe. So, anyway, so they're together in the car. They're doing their thing. They get into the accident. She dies. It destroys him. Literally destroys his life. It's like somebody took a knife and literally stabbed his heart right there. He lost everything. He still goes on his journey to become Doctor Strange, to become the Sorcerer Supreme, but then he starts using the Time Stone. Oop, I apologize. Sorry. Anyway, he starts using the Time Stone to reverse the effects of what happened to her. And yes, which is very cool that we got to see him use the Time Stone more often, because, in Doctor Strange, yeah, he used it a lot in, his first movie, but then in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, he didn't really use it that much. He used to protect the stone, he magic to protect it, but we never got to see him use the Time Stone to go back and change certain little things here and there, because I guess he knows that if he kept messing with time, is gonna mess up reality. And that's exactly what happens. So he tries to go back and fix it. And we see different scenarios of how she dies. She gets killed. She gets killed in a gunfire or whatever it is. Gets killed in a car crash, even if she drives. Regardless of what happens, each time he goes back and he tries to change fate, it keep coming back to him, and it messes it up even more. And we get to see the timeline pretty much kept getting shattered and shattered and shattered. It actually reminds me of a lot of what DC does a lot when they mess with time, regardless if it's the Flash on the CW or in Smallville when Superman or Clark Kent tries to change fate and tries to save somebody, but yet fate happens where he loses Lana Lang and then his father dies. Same thing here. He keeps trying to save her, but yet something keeps happening. But then reality, I apologize again, sorry, reality just keeps getting messed up, and he just keeps trying. He keeps learning new magic, even darker magic, to try to figure out a way to keep her alive, but also keep the reality in check. And of course, it doesn't even help. He even looks at the Watcher for help. He sees and he senses the Watcher, which is played by Jeffrey Wright. He sees him watching, obviously, because he's the narrator. He senses him. He's like, "Oh, please help me fix this problem," because he's pretty much destroyed reality. His reality gets destroyed, and he can't fix it. He finally gets her back, but he messed up reality so much that it destroys not only her, but he's trapped in this one reality that's destroyed. it's never going to be whole ever again. And it was a very good episode to show that no matter how much you want to change fate, you can't, because it will always bite you in the butt every single time. No matter how much you want to change the past, it will always change, and it'll always be different no matter how much you try to change it. And yes, I know Back to the Future fixed it, but that's different. Marvel, DC, every time they try to fix time, it always branches out even badly, you know. Smallville tried it too many times. It failed. The Flash has done it in so many bloody seasons I lost counts. Flashpoint obviously messed up a lot of things there. And now in here in Marvel, Doctor Strange has tried it, and he can't fix it. No matter how much magic he learns and how much knowledge he has about the sorcery and all that, and knowledge about the time stone, he will never fix it. And it ends with him being alone in a pocket dimension where it's just the universe that he's in is destroyed, gone, completely gone. So he's still there, trapped in limbo, pretty much, never to see whole again. And yeah, that was really creepy. He even go to a point where he was a dark sorcerer, and that couldn't even help him. He went demon form and looked like he was kind of like Mephisto a little bit. I know everybody's been mentioning Mephisto in every single Disney Plus show, but he kind of did look like a little bit of a Mephisto if Mephisto tried, but not even he can fix it. I'm pretty sure the only person who can fix that reality that Doctor Strange was in was the one above all, which is pretty much God in the MCU. So, but once we get to him eventually, I'm pretty sure he's the only one who can fix it properly. But oh well. Anyway, like I said, great episode. It was so heartbreaking to see this happen to Doctor Strange, because he just lost his hope. He lost everything. You know, he's supposed to be the guy. I see so many different realities. You know, I'm pretty sure that our Doctor Strange from Infinity War and, you know, the main timeline of the MCU, he probably saw that universe, and he probably was like, yikes. He probably saw that and couldn't warn him because he knows what was going to happen. But yeah, it's a very hard episode to watch. I am excited about the next episode, though. Who knows what it's going to be about. But yeah, Doctor Strange just proved how cool he is and how powerful he is, but yet he is weak against when it comes to doing something that even is beyond his control. And there's something he could have done to prevent his girl Christine from surviving. There was no scenario where she survives and everything would be okay. That's why Doctor Strange said there was like 100 or something million scenarios of them, you know, losing to Thanos, but only one to win. But even if they mess that up, even for a small percentage, it would have ruined everything. So that's why he had to make sure. But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't see a future where he can fix that. But I guess there was no reality where he could have. Anyway, great episode. But yeah. Yep, poor Doctor Strange. He's gone now. Well, that reality version of him is gone anyway. So, but it does show how Doctor Strange can get powerful. It was interesting to see him try to do different stuff, but in the end, no matter how powerful he was, he still couldn't do it. So anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.